Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, in the limit. Yeah, super fly for the 20 slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Don't get empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Because you're going to get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl. She go to battle. LOD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't matter. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Madden Legends and the Madden Elites. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Go!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down, getting this one. Up to about the 35.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, Young. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And down inside the 15 he goes. Young connecting with Rice on third down, and the Madden Legends convert.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. Well, let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we were having numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who is contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Steve Young on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again, knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go, come on.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, come on.
And again, it's Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This is Bell on the dump off. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green,
Young with the give to Sanders, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Another run with Sanders. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Young on 3rd down. Man open, it's Moss complete. A Madden Legends first down, Young to Moss.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
All right, here we go.
This is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the give, this is it, fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to the booth right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no harm.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the...
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Now Bell hit, he lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit. Isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On play action, Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, pass.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Rodgers. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Madden Legends heading back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Young to throw it. Up and Rice. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go! 3-19!
1st and 10, Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Green 39! Green 39!
On the carry, here's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that
Still
left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Steve Young. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers intercepted the 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Barry Sanders, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll try to throw now. Young got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Young. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield.
And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Rodgers now on first down. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Rodgers to throw once more. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's a touchdown. Gronkowski, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Madden Elites draw a bit closer.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to 1 play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remember to come back on Mike for this. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Reggie White in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is here, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is here, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It's
sound like I want to scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Madden Legends and the Madden Elites. And look at this, right away a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a first down throw for Young, and his first look is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, Young again. He'll go over the middle to Tony Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Tony Gonzalez, always such a threat in the middle third of the field. 14 times he went to the Pro Bowl because of his ability to handle contact, traffic, and focus on the football. He may have been built like a wide receiver, but had plenty of strength to go ahead and take on those big hits.
Those 14 Pro Bowls, by the way, tied for the most all time. Unbelievable mark.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The gain of 39 that time. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will have a touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Young off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able not.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes it to Julio Jones. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 58.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They slot Gronkowski out right.
319.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his... And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now let's go. Blue,
and they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative-yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Young on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers being chased out left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. And
a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Barry Sanders, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Goes underneath for Bell. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Let's go, come on.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Rodgers, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Going deep here for Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Young on 1st down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And this will be a touchdown. Jerry Rice, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Legends are in for 6.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get the catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard! Let's go!
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Final play of the half. Young trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now come the Legends. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Rodgers. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. And again, it's Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And the ball is knocked out. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was fourth down, and the possession changes. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 5 at the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Here we go. 58.
Rodgers going to throw. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Antonio Brown from 4 yards out. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Steve Young on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Boom, line it.
Young off the bootleg. Man open, Rice. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On second down, Young. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Back to throw, Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Defense.